Good morning, y'all. So this is going to be my Meet My Son video. I know I've been gone for like 6 months. But you know, like, when you have a baby, now I have an excuse. I'm just kidding. No, but when I first had him, it was just a lot. You know, I just had to get my schedule right, you know, like, now that he is, you know, a human being, like an actual human being. Like when they're first born, they're not human beings. They're literally like barely alive. Oh my god. I need my lashes done. Okay. It's like I always want to make a video and like my lashes are so out of life. Oh my god, I'm making it worse. Okay. So this is my son. Say hello. Say hello to the people. The whole titty nipple almost came out. Say hello, baby. Say hi. I think he thinks I'm crazy. But yeah, so we just woke up. You're probably wondering, where did he sleep? Exodus sometimes sleeps with me, and Exodus sometimes sleeps in his bassinet. But I think that I might have probably kind of like spoiled him a little bit because he likes to only sleep with me. And he's trying to bite my nipple. He's not a breastfed baby. I don't know why he always trying to like play with my boobs. Like, I guess that's just a thing. Sometimes I co-sleep with him. Not gonna lie, I know some women are gonna like kind of be like mad that I said that, but there is safe ways of co-sleeping. So don't think that I'm just over here sleeping with my child like he's a grown man, because I don't sleep with him like that actually. I'm not a light sleeper, so I don't, and I sleep on my back like in funeral position like all night, and with every little tiny noise he makes, I wake up. So yeah, he's not sleeping next to me. It's like mostly like a T. When he does sleep with me, most of the times though, I do like to put him in his bassinet because he's began to be very needy. He's a pretty needy baby. Like, he loves his mom. That's a fact. But he's began to be very like, where's my mom? I want to sleep with my mom. I know my mom's not in here. Like, he be on that shit. Look at them strong legs. Uh-oh. I need to change his diaper. We just woke up. Trust me, it don't be this full all day. But, so basically today's video is going to be about meeting my son. And I'm going to be giving y'all a lot of really good tips that I wish I knew when I gave birth, because nobody told me. And I had to find out for myself. So I'm going to be giving you these tips that you will appreciate in the future when you do have your baby. There's a lot of girls having babies right now, so you're probably pregnant right now. Congratulations. You wanna go on a walk? Do you wanna go on a walk? Let's go walking. Come on, let's go. What are you waiting for? Let's go, come on. Come on. Oh my god. The most was done, Zeus. We're gonna go though. I gotta finish this YouTube video though, I'm sorry. No, we can go. Alright, bro. Okay, so basically, first things first, every day when I wake up, I change his diaper. Because, like, dudes be dirty, bro. Babies be shitting and pissing in their sleep. Come on. Get with the program. So usually we wake up about like 8 o'clock. He does wake up about like 8. Like, if we're talking early, the earliest he's gonna wake up is about 8. and he goes to sleep at 8. So he sleeps all night. He only like kind of fusses in his sleep. Like he'll cry in his sleep, and only because he wants a bottle. So I give him like a bottle overnight and a bottle in the morning. I don't like Huggies. I like Pampers. I feel like Pampers hold so much in, but honestly, these Huggies hold things in too. It's just kind of flimsy. Like, they're kind of flimsy. But this is like the first time in like months that I've had long nails. So, yeah, so, and in case, you know, you're a hot girl and you're pregnant and you're like, wow, gotta give up my long nails. You really don't. I mean, at first you do, because them nails are sharp. Like, them nails are sharp, and you don't want to cut your baby, because you will. So, yeah. Give me that. My baby is a very much emotional man, and I think I created that myself. I created an emotional man because I give him all the love, and now he just can't survive without it, and I'm kind of fucked. So just wipe his cheeks. He's gonna have boo-boo on his cheeks. Very easy. It's truly easy. I don't know why his poop is so hard today. But it's hard as hell. And I got some on my nail. You're most definitely gonna get poop on you, you know, a couple times in your lifetime. Sheesh. And I also want to talk about like baby gadgets that you're literally never gonna use, and it's only just for show and cuteness. Because like I never like, it's crazy because it's like some really cool things that I wanted when I was pregnant. You know, I never had a baby before, so I didn't know really what was gonna actually serve me usefulness. For example, like a changing table. Like, girl, if you don't change that baby on your bed and continue on with life, like, you know, I wanted a changing table so bad for no reason, and I never used it because it's like, my bed is right here. I mean, unless you have a whole nursery, which, you know, that's cool. But my baby did have a nursery at one point, but like, it was just the fact that like, he needs me so much. Why would I make a whole room for him away from him if all I'm gonna be doing is going to that room like 90% of the time? So that's why it really served me no purpose. I'm putting Decident on him because he is like having a small rash and it's freaking me out. Can't get any bigger. I put Vaseline on his crevices. It's really good. So yeah, that's how you change a baby's diaper. I usually put baby powder, but I can't find mine. There we go. Dirty diaper. Okay. Okay, so now he's all cute and dressed up and ready for the video. I'm not, but it's okay. As long as he's cute and ready and dressed up for the video, that's all that matters. Exodus. Don't bite that. Look, he gonna get mad. Like, chill out, bro. You can't eat a remote. Okay, guys, so hello. So, yeah, I know I've been gone for 6 months. It's been a roller coaster. Girl, every time I get up on this camera, I just like find something to mess with. Like, hold on. Give me a minute. All right. Wait. All right. Cool. Oh my God, somebody help me. Okay. So, meet my baby, Exodus. The earth says hello. Come on, the earth says hello. Okay, so he's just gonna chill here while I make my YouTube video. My baby is now 6 months. He's about to be 7 months. What's today? It's May. What comes after May? June. So he's about to be 7 months, June 4th. So this is basically a 7-monther that you're looking at, not a newborn. But since he's starting to, since he already grew out of that newborn stage, I have like a lot of tips that I could give y'all, new young mothers, or just new mothers in general. Doesn't matter if you're young or old, regardless, we're all gonna be in the same position, caring for a life. So, right now I'm just going to go over and continue to go over the list of baby things that I had got that like served me absolutely no purpose, like at all. Like they just are there to look cute and waste your money. Because there's a lot of baby things in the baby business that just want to waste your money. So I'm gonna save you from that. So useless baby thing number 1 that we already went through, changing tables. They're very much useless. They're there to look cute. I mean, you can change your baby on your bed, like I said. Like, it's just, you're really not even going to use it when you have one. You're going to try and use it, but it's like, why overcomplicate things that are already going to be complicated and a lot? So, yeah. Baby baths. I mean, I think baby baths are useless. I think baby baths are useful until like the baby can sit up on his own and like, have like the basic motor skills to where they can lift their head up and sit up and, not fall over and stuff like that. So he knows how to sit up. I did use a baby bath when he was like really young because I just wasn't comfortable with like taking a bath or shower with him yet because he's so small and he was so slippery. So like I had like a huge like nervous worry and fear of dropping him. So like I never ever wanted to like take a bath with him or anything. But he grew out of that. So now I do like take my baths with him sometimes or shower with him. He's way bigger, like he's way meatier. Like he's a big dude. Like you see this? Like he's an actual baby. I can carry this dude. I can sit him down. He knows how to sit up by himself. Like he basically, just a little functional human being. So I'm not scared to like be wet with him because he's like big and meaty and he won't slip out of my hands. Okay. Whew. My bad, dude. Where's your bottle? Here. Okay. So yeah, baby baths, I feel like they're useful until a certain point. They get older, they grow out of them. You can shower with your baby, girl. You can shower with your baby. You know those baby bottle disinfectant things that you put in the microwave and steam up and all that extra stuff? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, those things are literally just to take up more space and waste more money. Those things are really useless to me. You can easily boil some water and put your stuff in there and boom, same thing. The Diaper Genie. Okay, so the Diaper Genie is cool until you start having to take the trash out and then take the diaper trash out and then putting the diaper trash in the trash and then putting that trash in the front. I feel like it's just extra. Then again, it's an extra thing. It like creates more duty work. If you just don't throw it in a Walmart bag or a Target bag and throw it in the trash, girl. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like overcomplicated, and you don't want to overcomplicate everything that's already complicated with a human being. So I think them Diaper Genies are so worthless, and they stink. Like, if your baby poops a lot and you keep putting your poopy diapers in that Diaper Genie, like, that is gonna stink up your room like baby poop, and it's not cute and it doesn't smell good at all. Wipe warmers. Wipe warmers are the most useless thing on this planet. Your baby is not gonna die from a cold wipe. He or she will get over it very soon. It really didn't take him too long to get over the like wet cold wipes on his private parts. Like, when he was a newborn, yeah, of course, you know, everything startles a newborn though, like everything. So I think I did use it for like the first week, and then I stopped because I was like, this is just too much. You have to refill the wipe warmer. You have to actually buy like moisteners for the wipe warmer. That's what I'm saying. Extra money you're wasting, extra nothingless stuff that you're doing that's creating even more of a complicated task than it actually has to be. If you don't get them wipes out your baby bag and just wipe his butt and tushy, he not gonna die from a cold wipe, okay? And the most useless thing of my list of all is a crib. And I was stressing my baby father to get a crib, and the crib is just uselessness. Unless, you know, it changes and it converts into like a toddler bed. But for the first stages of his early life and the first stages of you and your baby's early life, you're going to be not wanting to have a crib in a different room, far away from you. Like, it just makes no sense. Then again, yet again, you're creating extraness when you don't need to be extra. Like, I wake up in the morning, you know, I had a bassinet for him when he was really, really young. And it was very easy. He's right next to my bed, right next to me. I'm sleeping. He wake up. Okay, he's hungry. Oh, he needs to get changed. Right there. Wrap him up. Sleep. You know, okay, my baby's breathing, sleep. Like, I'm not about to go down to a hall and check on my baby in the middle of the night while I'm already tired, coochie already opened up, bloody, I'm already sleepy, my hormones already raging. Like, no. It's very much easier when your baby is sleeping like right next to you, or, you know, like in a bassinet next to the bed. Like, that crib stuff, I think it can be effective like when you have a baby that's a little older. You could start sleep training him, because that's what I'm doing with him. He's getting way too clingy with me, and I need him to learn how to soothe himself by himself without me always being there. So, like, you know, at first a crib is not really gonna soothe get you any purpose unless you want your baby to sleep with you, which is no problem. I sleep with my baby sometimes. Like, we co-sleep together. I know some like super safety moms are gonna like be mad at that, but there is like safe ways of co-sleeping with your child. And I already know me. I know how I sleep. I'm not the type of person to sleep very deeply. I wake up before he even like knows he's hungry every night. And like I sleep in the same spot. I don't move or roll over or do the most. And neither does he. But I'm gonna show you a picture of what safe co-sleeping looks like in case you were wondering. But yeah, so those are like my top 6 most useless baby things that you could ever buy in the world. Okay, so on with another topic. I'm going to be talking about like giving birth and your birthing experience with like hospitals, and also like when you're actually giving birth and like aftercare and stuff like that. So I gave birth when I was 39 weeks pregnant. Like, his due date was November 7th, but I had him November 4th. And it was really easy. Like, I think my hospital was a really good hospital. They took care of me. They were nice to me. They spoke to me with respect. And I had like an overall very easy pregnancy, no risks or anything. Like, I wasn't a stressed out pregnant. I was very happy pregnant. So that plays a really big part in your pregnancy, girl. If you have somebody that keeps stressing you out or making you cry all the time, like, whatever you feel, your baby's gonna also feel as well. So it's best that you cut that person off regardless of who that person plays a part in, and pick yourself, because this is a human being that feels everything you're going to be able to feel. But yeah, so what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I had got epidural because I made that birth video look so easy and simple. I mean, it was easy and simple once it got down to the nitty gritty and I finally pushed him out. But like, honey, them contractions hurt so bad. Like, I just wanted to see if I could do it without like using an epidural. But I think I was like 9 centimeters and I wanted to die. But I literally survived until then. He act like that when he's tired. Here's your birth control. And now he all like, he all good. Now he's all happy and shit because he in my arms, I think. Horrible. So I'm gonna put him to sleep and I'm gonna continue. Okay, so I just put him to sleep. I put him to sleep on my bed. Well, I'm gonna be honest, I put him to sleep on my bed because recently the bassinet broke. So it was a really cheap one. I'm about to get him a new one, but for now he's good on my bed. He doesn't know how to crawl yet, so he's not gonna fall off or anything. But oh my god, he was playing with the Destinin. Knocked out. Yeah, so now that he's asleep, now I can continue our video. Speaking of babies and sleeping and sleep training, my baby, he has his schedule. And if you want to know more about a baby's sleep schedule, I'll make a video on that if you're interested. Because I'm well rested. No bags, baby. No eye bags. Okay, maybe some eye crust. But I'm a very well-rested human being with a 6-month-old. So I'm proud to say that, and I'm happy that I applied what I needed to apply. when he was a newborn to 4 months, because that's when I started to actually buckle down on training him how to sleep throughout the day and through the night. He sleeps throughout the night, all night. He goes to sleep at 8, he wakes up at 8. So he sleeps, and my life is amazing. So yeah, birthing tip number 1, it's okay to use an epidural. Don't let anybody, epidural, it's medicine, it's a drug, so there always is some type of risk to it, just like everything else that you do, especially in the medical field, which I understand it's not like the best. I know a lot about like holistic and all that stuff, and like, it seems nice, but me as a first-time mother, I didn't know where to find a doula or a lady to train me how to give birth without epidural and the hospital way and stuff. So like, I was just lost, and I was pregnant, and I needed to hurry up and find a doctor. So I went to like Med City, and I know it can be stressful if you don't have like insurance to find like a good hospital, but if you do have good insurance, Med City was pretty good. I just picked the first one that my sister went to. I actually went to the same doctor that birthed my sister's baby. She birthed my baby too. So yeah, with the hospital world, you just have to really be very what's the word, adamant, and you have to be very headstrong with these people, because these people are gonna actually try and talk you into like cutting your stomach open and like giving you a C-section. Most doctors, most like hospitals, I feel like they always want to make women continuously have C-sections so that they can be quicker and go like, so they can speed up the process of these women giving birth. So when I went to my doctor's appointment, my 39-week doctor's appointment, he told me that I barely had any amniotic fluid in my stomach. So he was like, you're gonna have to have this baby today. So he was like, we might have to do a C-section. And I'm sitting there like, I've had a healthy pregnancy these whole 40 weeks, and you're telling me all of a sudden now, oh, my baby doesn't have any amniotic fluid, and oh, he needs to get birthed, and oh, I need to have a C-section, an emergency C-section. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, no, like, I don't want to have a C-section. I want to give birth vaginally. And if there comes a point where my baby's heart rate drops and he could possibly die, then I'd get a C-section. But my first and foremost, like, first thing that I wanted to do, I wanted to give birth vaginally. Like, that was my birth plan. And I also had a birth plan. And if you don't know what a birth plan is, it's just like, you just sign your wishes as what you want to do, like when you give birth. Do you want students in your room? No. Yes. Do you want to keep your placenta? Yes. No. Do you want to cut the umbilical cord? Do you want to keep the umbilical cord on for 3 hours? Like, just very ethical things that you need to have on paper that they need to follow. You are a woman who is giving birth, and this is your child, so you're allowed to do whatever. Girl. So yeah, sorry, I had to go off on a fan. They just DM'd me some dumb stuff, and I just had to, like, where was I going? I forgot. Yeah, so yeah, they need to follow your wishes, because this is your birth and you want to be a happy mommy giving birth. So yeah, and also when you're giving birth and you need that epidural, girl, you better ring that thing, because they do not care. You can ring it one time, they'll forget about you. You got to continuously ring it. Like, Hey, I need my epidural. 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 Until they finally come in your room and tell you, okay, here's your epidural. Because, baby, they were not listening to me. I got my epidural the first time. Baby, why did the epidural did not work? The epidural failed. I still felt the pain. So I kept ringing it. I need some more. So they gave me some more, and then I was good. And by the time I was good, the head was already out. So, yeah. I think that's it with the hospital things. Once you finally give birth and push them out, I think everything is beautiful. You're going to be extremely tired, but it's good that you're in the hospital for 2 to 3 days, because when you are in the hospital for 2 to 3 days, you can tell them, hey, I need to sleep. Can you hold the baby? And they will grab the baby from you and take care of him until you're ready as a mother, because you need to get that sleep, because you got to be prepared for everything that comes across. So yeah, I feel like when you first give birth, that is the most hectic time of your life, especially with a newborn. They cry every 2 hours. They need you constantly. And if you're breastfeeding, they need you even more. They need you to provide milk for them. I breastfed for like 3-4 months. It was beautiful. Like, I do miss it. I do miss breastfeeding my baby. So if you want to breastfeed him and you're very, very confident that you want to breastfeed, don't give up. I just like ran out of milk because I really wasn't eating. And when you have a newborn, it's so hard to do it like by yourself completely and breastfeed. You have to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snack in between, because you need to give yourself nutrients and food in order to produce milk for your baby to feed your baby. And your baby's gonna want like 2 to 3 ounces every 2 hours. So you're going to need to have a supply going. So, you know, that was one thing that was really hard for me, because when you're getting caught up in taking care of a baby, you forget to eat. Sorry, y'all. I just be zoning out. I think it's this light. Okay. Yeah, you forget to eat. Like, oh my God, it was just so stressful. And the baby needs you 24/7. And if you're not there to provide, you're done. Like, what are you gonna do? Nothing. Like, you need to eat. You need to be on top of it. And I was on top of it, but I feel like formula, it was just way easier, and he enjoyed it. But now that there's a formula shortage, shit, I regret every decision I made. But it's okay. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover in this video. I hope that like it helped you a little bit, at least, with giving birth. I think I want to go a little bit more into like actually giving birth. So when you get the epidural, I had got the epidural, so I can only give you like information for when I got the epidural. You're not going to feel anything as soon as you get the epidural, and it's actually like right. You're going to feel nothing at all. And that's a beautiful thing, because if you ever felt contractions, you're not going to want to feel a damn thing. The best advice I could give you when you're giving birth, you need to flex your tummy. Your baby is in your tummy after all, and pushing out your vagina like you're pooping is not really going to be the best effective way. I mean, pushing regardless is going to be super effective, but also flexing your stomach is going to make and help the baby come out way faster, way smoother. And don't be scared to push, girl. We as women are made to give birth, so don't think that your vagina is gonna get loose. Actually, working out your vaginal muscles like Kegels and stuff like that make your vagina stronger and make your walls tighter. And what you're doing when you're giving birth, you're literally working out your muscles. So that's literally doing the exact opposite and making your walls way tighter than they were. And sensitive down there. But yeah, so when you're giving birth, the best advice I could give you is flex your stomach and push with your contractions, but you're gonna know all about that when you give birth. It's like weird because contractions work in waves, and I never really understood what contractions were until I actually was in the hospital room having contractions. So when you have a contraction, think of it as like a pie chart or a graph chart, okay? So this is what I'm going to explain to you. So let's say I'm getting in a contraction and I'm 4 centimeters. So the contraction starts and the pain gets worse and worse and worse until it hits a point where it hurts the absolute worst of all. And then it slowly goes down and it stops hurting and stops hurting even more until you don't feel it anymore. And then 5 minutes pass. Here it goes another one. It gets harder and harder and it hurts and hurts and it hurts the absolute worst. Then it goes back down again and it's relaxing and it doesn't hurt as much. Once you start opening up, once your cervix starts opening and opening, the less time that you have in between each contraction. So then it gets very overwhelming. Then it starts to hurt even more. I'm talking about, this is the type of pain that I never felt in my life. And it felt like it felt like I was pushing a human out of my vagina. Like, there's no other explanation. There's no way I can like put it into words to make you understand how much pain I was actually in. But like, it felt like I just grabbed my uterus and I cut it up, put it in a meat grinder, and poured lemon and salt on it and threw it on a skillet to burn. I can't even explain, like, see what I mean? Like, I can't even explain how bad this hurt. Like, when you're about to give birth, your vagina swells up in so much blood. Your vagina literally gets so fat and juicy when you give birth. Your vagina just gets fat. Like, my clit was so big, I was like, what is going on? It looks like I have a wiener, a baby wiener. It was really nasty. But so your vagina gets so big and filled with blood because like you're having a whole head come out of you. When I was giving birth, before I got the epidural, because I got the epidural very late, I felt his head, right? I felt his head bulging where my vagina was, and I felt his head pushing on my butthole. Like, this is his head, this is my vagina, this is my butthole. And he was just pushing on it, and it felt like I needed to poop. Like, that's what you're gonna feel when you have the urge to push. When people tell you you have an urge, wait until you have urge to push. The urge to push is feeling like you have like a poop bulging out and it's ready to come out and you need to push it out. That's exactly how it feels. Sorry to get too TMI. I'm gonna put a TMI warning about this part, but yeah, so when you give birth, that stuff right there is not that fun. That part for me was not the funnest, most definitely. Yeah, it was crazy. But once I got the epidural, everything was fine. Everything was amazing. But yeah, that first part, oh my gosh. My mom wanted to faint as soon as she looked at my vagina. My baby daddy, though, he wasn't, well, let me stop saying that. My baby's father, he wasn't disgusted or anything, so that was a good thing. Like, I'm happy he was like mature enough not to be disgusted about literally human nature and normal things. So yeah, he looked at my vagina and he saw his head bulging out and he was like touching my baby's head, and I was like, ew. But once I got the epidural, every time I got a contraction, they told me to push, and I pushed them out in like 3 minutes. Like, it was so easy after that. Now, the aftercare is a little different. So after you give birth and after you birth the placenta, the afterbirth, I had a 1st-degree tear. And basically, a 1st-degree tear is maybe like less than an inch of tearing in your vagina when you give birth. That's why it's so important to practice your breathing when you're giving birth. Push with your contractions. Don't stop. No breaks. When you're giving birth, I want you to take no breaks, because if you do take breaks and you do leave your baby in your vagina so you can breathe, and you're tired, you don't want to push anymore, not only that your baby's heart rate is going to go down, you're going to actually rip your vagina to your butthole. Okay? I've had friends who've ripped their vagina all the way to their butthole, and it was gruesome, and it's scary, and it's big, and I don't want that to happen to you, homegirl. So drink your water, drink your okra water. Okra water, I feel like it helped me give birth because it just made everything way more slippery. So if you know what okra water, or you know what okra is or tastes like, it's gooey and slippery. So all you have to do is cut up some okra, put it in a jar, leave it there overnight, and drink it. And it's really good for you, and it's supposed to really help you when you give birth and not tear. And I only tore barely first degree, barely a little rip. And she did stitch me up, and the stitches did disintegrate. So yeah, my coochie looks completely the same. It doesn't look any different. So yeah, so don't worry about that. Just worry about getting this safe little soul safely to the world. Let me see if I covered everything now. I'm gonna keep my postpartum body for another video, but hopefully now I feel like I've covered everything that I needed to cover. Aftercare, that's hard. I'm just gonna let you know that is hard. You need them pills, because if you don't have them pills and those hydros and those stool softeners, you're gonna be scared. Because when I gave birth again, you're pushing really hard, bro, so you could get a hernia and stuff. And I just had sensitive poops for 2 months, and it hurt so bad to even poop. And I enjoyed pooping so much, and then after I gave birth, pooping was just absolutely just horrible. It was a horrifying thing. I would feel like I need to poop and be just scared. But it gets better. Just take your pills. Don't ever wipe. Use that little washing thing and wash your, vagina as you pee. They're going to teach you how to do all that stuff in there, but Jesus. I think giving birth is the most difficult part of this all, and having a baby. And I just need to tell y'all that it's up to you to make your birthing experience amazing. And if these people play with you at the hospital, get up and leave and go to another one, because you need to be as stress-free as you can when you're pregnant, for real. And you need to prepare. You need to do your research. You need to practice your breathing. You can tell, in my video, I was moo. I don't know why, but moo breathing really helps you with your contractions, with pain. Breathing is going to be your best friend when you're getting your contractions, especially if you have no epidural. Breathing is going to help you lessen the pain. I don't know how, but it does. So when I was breathing, I wasn't breathing just It really felt like I was breathing through my body and not out my mouth. I can't explain it, but I will provide the links that I watched when